basketball. We're about to tip off here in Value City Arena in Columbus, Ohio. Ball's in the air, tip is up, it's away, and Taylor Theory, who uses the tip-off, gets the rebound, and here we go. Ricky Harris with the ball for this Ohio State squad. Coming around quickly off the screen, Taylor Mikesell, her shot is up, no good, rebounded by the Boilermakers. And here we comes this Purdue offense, which we've talked about has been so effective in their last couple games as well, upsetting a top-ranked Illinois squad. Now they're looking to repeat success today against Ohio State. Working around in the corner now. Harper with the ball. 6 seconds to go on the shot clock. Petrie has it. Tightly guarded by Cody McMahon. She dumps it off down low to Harper. Harper's gonna have to put it up. Rims around, no good. And Ohio State basketball coming the other way. Mikesell, quick pass. Ricky Harris looking to attack, finds Taylor Theory, who is going to draw the foul, and she is going to go line for two. Taylor Theory, who we talked about, she recorded her first career double-double their last time out with 13 points, and tied a career-high 12 rebounds. Another big success for this Ohio State team this season.
You can already see the tone being set here as you see another look at that replay on the physical play, but you can already see this is going to be a back-and-forth battle in the paint. No easy layups for either of these squads.
Taylor Theory converts on the first one. She's averaging around 12.5 points so far this season. As she misses the second, it looked like they're going to ring Taylor Mikesell for the foul on that one, just getting it too aggressive, but now we're going to see Caleb the first time in the out-of-bounds play from Purdue. This Ohio State squad, which has been so deadly all season long, relying on this full-court press.
And it takes a lot of athleticism to be able to do this. You have to have stamina in bunches to run that defense.
Purdue had to take it all the way down to the shot clock, their first possession. Now it's Petrie with the ball, looking to attack baseline. Guard against Ricky Harris, puts it up. Great defense by Harris, and rebounded by the star freshman, Cody McMahon, coming down quickly across the court. It's gonna find Mikesell in the corner. Mikesell trying to dribble it in, taken away from Terry, and Purdue going quick the other way. In the corner, quick jumper, and that's good. Cassidy Harden for Purdue's first bucket of the game. That's a three-pointer.
They were looking for something. If you try it a few times in the paint and that's not going, might as well bump it out to the rainbow.
On the perimeter now, Ohio State. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Taylor Theory now mid-range. And they're gonna find McMahon in the corner. Decides to take a three, not seen too often in Cody McMahon's game, but Purdue has it going the other way now.
She was stressing that three-point shot in the warm-up shoot-around a few minutes ago, though.
Ellis with the ball, driving baseline, finds Petrie wide open beyond the arc. That one's no good as well. And it's Ricky Harris to corral it so far for this Ohio State team. Purdue shooting 1 for 4 to start so far. Meanwhile, Mikesell takes one from deep. She can't convert on that one either. A little sluggish start for both teams so far in the early opening minutes.
Already the last two offensive possessions for Purdue have ended in missed three-point attempts. We'll see if they go to that again.
Terry with the ball, mid-range jumper, no good. Corralled in by Taylor Theory, who's looking to push it up-tempo a little bit. Theory has that one poked away already. That's second steal of the game for Purdue, and they get a quick bucket.
Abbey Ellis.
In the transition, Abbey Ellis to extend this lead to 4 early on in Columbus.
They go to speed to beat them. Ohio State couldn't beat Ellis back to it, and they take great advantage of that mismatch.
And Purdue operating in that zone, we can see, trying to force Ohio State to put on from beyond the perimeter as they find Rebecca Mikoshkova just inside that free throw line. Her mid-range jumper is up and good for Ohio State's first bucket of the night.
She's dangerous if you let her get hot, and she's starting to heat up.
Trying to go quick against the press breaker, stolen by Taylor Theory. Ohio State going the other way. Theory with the ball, draws the contact, and one. Taylor Theory going up tempo, and she's gonna have a chance for 3 at the line. Great job there by Ohio State once again, turning instant defense into offense.
When you see the steal on the other end, then going the full length of the floor, she's gonna see the mismatch against Ellis, go in with the left shoulder, and immediately flip it up and in. There's a little bit of contact there, enough to call the foul though, and now converting the three-point play.
Oh, Taylor Theory's got 4 of Ohio State's 6 here in the opening couple minutes. She's been great defensively and done a great job at drawing contact. We're seeing in the corner right there, Ohio State, again, that full court pressure, which has been a staple in head coach Kevin McGuff's defense, almost forcing a turnover that time.
And you know what? It almost worked against Iowa in that loss, except Iowa was able to shoot the lights out of the building whenever they were able to break that press, and that's what did them in that game.
Press breaker for Purdue, and Terry's able to break it now. And she's going to reset this offense, finding Ellis in the corner.
Might have been a double dribble there, or a travel.
Purdue, Harper going up with it, and she's going to draw the foul that time. Kevin McGuff wasn't too pleased. He thought there should have been a call that time, but regardless, going to the free throw line for the first time tonight, Caitlin Harper.
And it's always tough on that play. I think what he saw was Ellis lifting up the leg. So you can plant your pivot foot, but then she went to the balls of her foot. And a lot of people are so quick to call that a travel, even though it's technically not lifting that foot.
And Caitlin Harper makes that first free throw. She's been great for this Purdue squad all season. She's averaging 11 points to go along with 3 rebounds as she converts on that second. 7-6, nearly midway through the first quarter here in Columbus. Both teams starting to shake off the early rust here. As Ohio State's Kodak man using her strength to back down, and she gets the layup that time.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Mikulashikova out there in a little while. She's been on the bench for a bit, but you have a lot of short players on this Purdue side. Nobody quite as tall as Mikulashikova to contest inside. I'd get her out there.
Trying to contest inside was Ebony Walker, unable to go. Abbey Ellis the other way, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by the Buckeyes into the hands of Heaven Bristow. Even in transition, this Purdue squad not settling to get into a man-to-man defense, staying in that 2-3 as Walker tried to find Theory down low, couldn't. Now Heaven Bristow takes this one, and that's going to be an offensive foul called going against the Buckeyes. Ohio State's Heaven Bristow is going to be ranged for that one, and that continues on. Now about 2.5 minutes scoring drought for Ohio State, only 1 of their last 7 from the field.
And as soon as I mention it, checks in Mikulashikova. She's just been a captain of this team for so much of this season. And again, we talked about it with Cody McMahon of somebody filling in for those 2 losses in Sheldon and Green. Mikulashikova has done that same thing.
Mikulashikova averaging nearly 13.5 points so far for this Ohio State squad. As you mentioned, Caleb, one of the leaders offensively and on the court. As Purdue running down the shot clock, they have 6 now. Abbey Ellis with the ball. She's going to have to quickly move it beyond the perimeter. Shot up and good. Madison Layden able to convert on that one. Another one beyond the arc. Purdue 14-2 run the last 4 minutes here in the first quarter. And that's going to be a push off on Taylor Meixo. This Ohio State offensive struggles continuing to pile on and pile on. Their second offensive foul call here in just the past minute.
Yeah, and that was clear as day. You know, you cannot extend, even if you didn't make contact on him, that hand motion is going to get the call every time.
Jayla Smith bringing the ball up the court now for this Purdue squad. And Purdue trying to get some high screens here to close out this first period. They find a wide open Abbey Ellis again from beyond the arc, and she's got the hot hand tonight. She's been automatic. She's got 11. 100% from her from beyond the arc. Purdue as a whole in this first period, 87% here as Ohio State looking to hold for the last shot.
7 makes with a single miss for Purdue outside on the 3-point line.
Buckeyes trailing by 14. Taylor Meixo, 3-pointer of her own. Can't convert. Purdue's going to have to go quickly. Jayla Smith with the ball. 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. Smith bounces off the shoes. She's going to put it up from beyond the arc. And no good. But that won't matter for this Purdue squad, who they've taken it to the top-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes.
And the way that Purdue is playing right now, taking on one of, if not the best team in the Big Ten, you got to be proud of where you're sitting in terms of conference play.
Boilermakers up 14 as we start this second period. And instantly again into their zone. Cody McMahon trying to break it on her own. She can't convert on the layup. It looks like it's going to be Ricky Harris called for the foul call on this one. Ohio State trying to get too aggressive there onto that full court press, but Harris is going to be ringed for the foul. That's Ricky Harris. That's her first personal of the game.
And going back to what we were talking about with Coach Good, Coach Gerard, excuse me, we were looking at the conference play. Purdue is about to have a common opponent with Ohio State as they take on Indiana in their next matchup. So this is a good way to see what Indiana did against Ohio State and try to work it here and see what Ohio State did well against the Hoosiers before you go to enemy territory.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Purdue trying to go quick. Mid-range from the corner. That one's good. Janae Terry. Again, this Purdue squad going out, continuing on their strong lead. That's Terry's first bucket of the night, expanding that lead now to 16 against Ohio State. Buckeyes looking down low into the hands of Taylor Theory. Bounces around the rim, and that one's up and in, and that snaps a much-needed scoring drought for this Ohio State squad here to start the second period.
Much-needed points for Ohio State, you're right.
Purdue basketball coming the other way. They've been great so far tonight, being able to really space out the floor and find their shooters when needed. Petrie looking to attack, deflected by Taylor Theory, and Ohio State up-tempo, moving quick the other way. Theory, she's going to take it all the way on her own, but it looks like she's going to be fouled that time by Madison Layden. And now Taylor Theory is going to go line for another pair. She's already bet the line a couple times tonight.
She has certainly had the most free throw experience so far tonight out of any other Buckeyes. The team is 2 for 3, and no other player has contributed to that besides Theory.
Taylor Theory at the free throw line. So Ohio State trails 14 points. Early on in the second period, she converts on the first. She now has 7 points tonight. She leads Ohio State. Taylor Theory, she had her first career double-double there last time out against Indiana, 13 points, and tied her rebounds with 12 as she knocks down the free throw. She's going to be one of the big key reasons why Ohio State's trying to battle back in this deficit now, only trailing 12 points. And instantly, Ohio State trying to set back into that full court press. Purdue's quick to break it, and it's Petrie trying to get something going. Now Smith going to put this one up, and that one's no good. Battle around here. It's Ricky Harris comes away with it. And signs of life from Ohio State as the crowd starts to get into it now, trying to support on their Lady Buckeyes as they're trailing 12 points here in the second. Kobe McMahon, beautiful take by Ricky Harris, unable to convert. And just some missed opportunities early on for Ohio State, who's only shooting 33% from the floor.
You hate to see a good look like that fall in and out, regardless of which team you're rooting for. That was just hard to watch there. A great look, but just a miss.
And another great look that time as well for Layden. She can't convert either, but resets the shot clock here for Purdue. They've done a great job with some second chance opportunities, going all the way to the rack that time. Jayla Smith, a great take for her first bucket of the night here. This Purdue zone has done a great job forcing Ohio State to shoot, where the Buckeyes haven't been able to convert. Miklichkova from the corner, no good on her three-point attempt either. The Buckeyes now shooting 1 for 7, just 14% from beyond the arc early on in this first half. Purdue taking one from deep. They've done a great job at scoring from beyond the arc. They're now 7 for 11. Unable to convert that time as Taylor Theory puts her head down trying to attack the rim. And that's going to be Ricky Woltman, the senior from St. Louis, Missouri, is going to be ringed for the foul that time. Taylor Theory going to the line once again for her 6th and 7th pair tonight.
They have certainly been peppering her with fouls as she's gone along through here, whether intentional or not. It's kind of strange at this point through all the basketball games you and I have worked to see the same player get all the experience at the free throw line.
And Theory unable to convert on that one as Purdue with some substitution. Harden, Ellis, and Harper checking back into the game. Smith, Petrie, and Woltman coming out. As you can see it again, just Taylor Theory doing a great job being able to attack and make some opportunities for herself as she now in tonight's contest has 9 points, leading Ohio State.
With Ellis coming in, watch her. Perfect 3 for 3 from the three-point line.
Purdue quick to break the press, and it's going to stay out of bounds, and it's going to be right here remaining Purdue basketball. This Purdue squad, one of the scarier teams you have to see in the Big Ten in terms of just the way they're able to convert on the offensive end, but their defense as well that we talked about. Last 10 games, they're 6 of 4, upsetting a top-ranked Illinois squad, and they're, again, looking to do it today against Ohio State, making some noise in the Big Ten, as that's a beautiful pass from Ellis. Unable to convert, but she gets her own rebound, Harden with the ball. And again, Purdue doing a great job, second chance opportunities, this time going all the way down low into the hands of Janae Terry, and she's gonna go to the line for a pair. Great job by Purdue, staying alive, keep on moving the ball around the perimeter, and eventually having a chance now at the free throw line.
Incredible speed from Purdue right now. They can tell that Ohio State is either tired or they're just too slow to respond. And they're finding all the gaps that they want right when they want them.
And Janae Terry converts on her free throw. She has 3 points tonight. She's 17th in the program in Purdue history for career assists, and she really knows how to distribute the ball around. And she makes the second free throw as well, extending the lead even more for this Purdue squad in the second period. For Ohio State, Emma Shoemate's going to check into the game for Ricky Harris. This is Ohio State squad facing another scoring drought, no field goals around the past 2.5 minutes. They've been struggling against this 2-3 zone that the Boilermakers have thrown out them early on in the first half. Ohio State moving around the perimeter. Cody McMahon tacks inside, finds Taylor Theory beyond the arc. No good, rebounded by Purdue. And the Boilermakers into the hands of Ellis, coming the other way. Abbey Ellis, who has the ball right now, she's had a great game, 11 points, but that one's deflected by Emma Shoemate. Taking on the smaller Ellis that time, advantage Emma Shoemate. As now Purdue starts to face a little scoring struggle of their own, only one of their last 7 from the floor.
Well, you said deflected, I think you meant rejected, because that was sent into the third row of the stands there on that denial from Emma Shoemate. Great defensive play.
Boilermakers now struggling offensively here in the second period, trying to work around the perimeter. They have 6 seconds on the shot clock. Into the hands of Ellis. Beyond the arc, Ellis rattles around the rim, no good. And the Buckeyes trying to snap a streak here. No field goals in the past 3.5 minutes. Cody McMahon trying from beyond the arc. That one's up and good. Cody McMahon. She gets that 3-pointer. She's got 5 today. Signs of life from the Buckeyes. They now trail by 12 here. 5 minutes to go in the second period.
Purdue, a rare scoring drought for them. They're 0 for 4 on their last 4 attempts.
A deep 3. Caitlin Hartmer up and good. She's got 7 points tonight and continuing Purdue's shooting from beyond the arc, 57%, retaking a 15-point lead against Ohio State.
They're showing the Buckeyes that anybody at any given moment can make it from 3.
Ohio State, they've taken a little slower going against this 2-3 zone, trying to find the best shot that they can here. But now we're gonna have to start to go a little quickly. 7 seconds, Taylor Theory looking to attack baseline, is gonna find Emma Shoemate, continuing to work it around. Mikesell's gonna have to put it up. No good, rebounded by Theory, and that one's up and good. Taylor Theory now into double digits for this Ohio State squad. She's got 11, she's doing everything she can here to keep Ohio State alive. For the Boilermakers now, a 13-point lead. And it looks like it's going to be an offensive foul call going against Purdue. That was Madison Layden. As we have a quick break, just checking in again on Taylor Theory. That nice putback. She's got 11 points tonight along with 3 rebounds.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Open for all of them.
She's had a great start offensively for Purdue. They've been riding her as well, just keeping control of this lead against the Buckeyes. McMahon pass down low to Mikula Shakova, no good. Rebounded by Terry, and Ellis coming the other way. Terry trying to work it on Shoemate. Instead, going to find Ellis, top of the key, and she's going to pull this one out. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Purdue trying to find a shot here. Into the hands of Terry. Terry, mid-range jumper, up and good. Janae Terry, she's got 6 points tonight. And again, doing a great job. Find their best opportunities. They're willing to take it all the way down the shot clock, but it's been working. They're 3 of their last 3 now here in the second period. Mikola Shakova working down low. Mikola Shakova, post move success. Rebecca Mikola Shakova gets on the board. 4 points now tonight. Ohio State trying to stay in striking range. Down 14 here, under 2 minutes in this first half.
Great decision to go to the post move there. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
Purdue trying to go down low on the other end as well. No good as Ohio State intercepted it. Now it's Cody McMahon the other way trying to take it. And Cody McMahon's going to be called for the offensive foul call as Cassidy Harden taking the shot that time, as you can see it again.
Outside the restricted arc, got nailed by that shoulder. It's a textbook charge.
That's Cody McMahon's first personal of today's contest. Now it's Purdue trying to go the other way. This is their second straight game against a ranked opponent. But in Purdue history, they have never defeated a top 5 opponent on the road. Trying to do that for the first time today, and they're off to a great start with it.
What a story that would be back home, too.
And now it's Harper with the ball. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Into the hands of Smith. She has to put it up. And she can't convert that time. But Purdue still has the 14-point advantage here, but Ohio State trying to cut it to single digits. They have a minute left in regulation here in this first half.
And she missed everything on that, and the crowd was not soon to let her forget that. They immediately pulled in the airball chant.
Taylor Mikesell with the ball. Double high screen from Theory and Mikola Shakova. Mikesell beyond the arc, no good. Theory rebounded, but it's going to be called over the back. Taylor Theory that time in. Taylor Theory can't really believe it. She's upset with the call, as it's her second personal foul. She's done everything tonight, as she has 11 points to go along with 3 rebounds and 2 blocks. But it's going to be registered that time.
And Taylor Mikesell still searching for her first points of any kind, free throw, 2-pointer, or 3-pointer. I think you're starting to see her get into some desperation mode here, going 0 for 3 on what many would call a forced-up shot just then.
And head coach right now for Purdue, Katie Gerald's telling her team to really set up here. They know that they're not going to get a 2-for-1, so they're trying to create the best opportunity here on this possession. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Terry with the ball in the hands of Harper beyond the arc. Bounces off the rim and goes over the scoreboard. Over the backboard. As Purdue has missed their last 2 from beyond the arc, and now we got trouble. Ball is stuck up there, Caleb.
And we'll see. This is why we have team managers, is to poke it free like that. Using the floor cleaner staff. That's a textbook play there. That's using your head.
One of the biggest applauses we've heard tonight. Able to clear the ball here, but Ohio State, chance to cut it down a little bit. 41-27. Remaining 12 seconds here into the hands of Taylor Mikesell. Mikesell trying to use the double screen again from beyond the arc. No good. Rebounded by Taylor Theory. Puts it up and in.
Taylor Theory with the rebound.
And that's going to be all for this first half. They want to battle back in this one. A second half action just setting in here, and away we go. So Ohio State starting out quick here with the intensity as Purdue has the basketball. Into the hands once again, Abbey Ellis. As we mentioned, she's been one of the key reasons that Purdue's shooting just over 50% now from beyond the arc. They've been able to find their shots in rhythm and succession. And now they're trying to work it out this first possession here. Ellis with the ball, she's gonna have to put it up. 1 second on the shot clock. That one's gonna bounce around off the backboard, and for this Ohio State crowd, very encouraging to see their Buckeyes come out and get an opening defensive stop.
What are the odds we see 2 shots in the same game that hit that score, that shot clock digital bit up there on the scoreboard, or on the basket, excuse me?
Ohio State's Ricky Harris coming the other way for now for the Buckeyes. She has 3 points tonight to go along with 2 rebounds. And she's going to pull this one from 3. Unable to convert that time as Purdue basketball coming the other way here. Sluggish starts for both teams now out in this third period. Petrie with the ball. She's been quiet. She's one of the leading scorers for this squad, but she's 0 for 3 from the field. Expect that to change here in the second half. They haven't needed her too much. As going in, Terry with the ball back to Harper. 7 seconds to go now. Working all the way around. Harper is off the backboard and in. A great job by Caitlin Harper, staying with it, working all the way around down low. As she was tightly contested by Mikula Shkova, as you can see now, going right to left. Harper has 9 points tonight, trying to get in double figures with this free throw attempt.
She has been an unsung member of this team throughout this game. We saw her 1 for 2 on the three-point line, 3 of 3 now, perfect at the free throw line, and then 3 of 6 from the field. She's been contributing not as much as some of her teammates, but certainly just as valuable as them.
Buckeyes once again trying to break the 2-3 zone, which have caused havoc against them so far. Trying to work it inside to Taylor Theory, stolen by Ellis going the other way. Fakes the pass, Ellis off the backboard and in. Abbey Ellis can do it from beyond the arc and now taking it inside as well. And Kevin McGuff, a quick timeout here. Just a minute and a half into the first period.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Like so, 2 of her last 2 from beyond the arc, trying to create something again. She finds Theory, who's working baseline. Now 6 seconds on the shot clock. Taylor Mikesell, driving baseline, puts it up, rattles around the rim, no good. And they're gonna say it stays right here. Looks to be Taylor Theory and Madison Layden battling for the ball. And after a second thought, they are gonna turn this one around here. Head official Cameron O'Neill said differently, and he said it's gonna be off Ohio State, so Purdue basketball going the other way. They're up by 9, Ohio State. Again, that full court press, almost tipped around by Theory, but Purdue maintains possession. You can definitely tell the past couple minutes action has picked up here in Valley City Arena.
Maybe a little bit of urgency setting in too, playing a part in that rush.
Jump ball again, Ricky Harris and Abbey Ellis getting tangled up that time, and just keep on talking about it. The physicality as well has picked up in this third quarter. Both teams battling, Purdue trying to maintain their lead while Ohio State trying to bounce back. They need all the momentum they can get. Inbound to Ellis, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Abbey Ellis guarded by Mikula Shkova. She's trying to drive in into the corner. She dishes it out, no good, rebounded by Theory. Ohio State riding a 6-0 run here the past minute and a half. And now it seems like they're gonna slow it down a little bit. Mikula Shkova beyond the arc, no good, rebounded by McMahon, up and in. This Ohio State crowd is loud. Cody McMahon, she's got 7 points now for Ohio State. And now Taylor Theory in that full court press is gonna pick up a foul as Abbey Ellis was trying to move quickly against it. But for this Buckeye squad, they're down 7 and they can be happy. They're up on a 12-2 run here. They've done a great job keeping Purdue now, who's on a scoring drive of just about 2.5 minutes off the boards.
Yeah, Cody McMahon extending that to an 8-0 run over the last 2:12 in perfect placement for that miss. And at the very least, if Ohio State isn't going to stop shooting those threes, they're getting in the perfect position to corral the rebounds, and that's just as good an option.
Purdue looking for a bucket. We said it, 2.5 minutes without one.
It's very uncharacteristic of how they've been playing today.
Beyond the arc, no good. Rebounded, a great job by Layden, keeping it alive for the Boilermakers. Once again, they're trying to keep it slow here. Janae Terry has the ball, top of the arc, and is trying to really get the best shot possible. Finding down low, up and in. That's Caitlin Harper. She's had a great game, 12 points now, and that snaps the scoring drought as Purdue retakes that 9-point lead. Ohio State forced to slow it down here against the 2-3 zone. Into the hands of Mikesell, who's got her game going here in the third quarter. And now with McMahon, and she's going to be called for the offensive foul call. She tried to pick it up, but I think that she just got her elbow, which contacted with Cassidy Harden on that one.
It was tough to see from here, but I know you're a very trustworthy guy, so I'm going to go with your call on that. I think the key to that, too, is keeping your arms straight. If Cody had bent her arms in a little bit more, then you could argue as she's coming across that elbow clipped, but the fact that you keep it straight and keep the weapon off, if you will, the weapon in this case being the elbow, no call.
Smith with the ball. She's working with 12 seconds now. Into the hands of Harden, and working around is now with Terry. Layden has to put it up, get to Terry. Off the backboard, almost rattled in, but no good. Ricky Harris to Taylor Theory in transition here. Purdue, a great job settling back into their 2-3 zone here. Cody McMahon trying to break it, no good, off the glass. As Purdue's moved the other way into the hands of Terry. It's very impressive to see, even in transition, Purdue does not settle for that one-on-one defense. They know that they're going to get their best looks and best efforts against this Ohio State offense when they force them to work it around the zone. But now it's Purdue working on the offensive end.
And that makes sense, right? The more time you take to set up a shot, the better that shot is going to be, at least in theory. And that's the theory that Purdue is rocking with for the good part of this game.
Terry has to put it up, off the glass and in.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
8 here, trying to battle back against Purdue, who led as much as almost 17 points tonight. And Ohio State will get the ball to start the third period before it was intercepted by Jayla Smith, who's looking to attack in transition, but she pulls this one out. A great defensive stop that time from Smith.
And another fun little tie between those two teams, both being two of the best in this Ohio State program history. Both are developing rivalries with Iowa. Different decades, different time periods, but both of them have that rivalry forming with the Hawkeyes that could go on to be an NCAA tournament rivalry.
And you said that Ohio State and Iowa team battled to go to the national championship. That was the first time a Big Ten team was represented at the national title game. But back to present time as Purdue leads by 8. There's going to be a foul called on Ricky Harris, so Purdue's going to maintain possession right here. If it's similar to their third quarter, this Purdue team is very content with taking the ball all the way down the shot clock to find their best looks here. And we're seeing it now. With 7 seconds on the shot clock, Harden puts it up from beyond the arc, and that one's good. Harden's got 12 points tonight, re-extends the Boilermakers' lead to double digits.
Again, I say Harden has been an unsung hero of this Purdue team, keeping them in it and keeping them in front.
Miko Shkova thought about the mid-range, decided not to take it.
Ricky Harris was calling for McMahon to cut there.
Harris beyond the arc, and it's up and good. Ricky Harris, she's got 6 points tonight. She's trying to help her squad get back into it. They only trail by 8. And it's going to be a travel call on Janae Terry. Back into possession for the Buckeyes.
That was Ricky Harris's first three-pointer since her first shot of the night, going all the way back to the first quarter.
Ohio State has to be very strategic the way they try to break this 2-3 zone. Excuse me, 3-2 zone, which Boilermakers are now settling in here in this fourth quarter. They do a great job finding Taylor Theory down low, who draws the contact. Taylor Theory has been able to do it all night long, draw the contact down low. She'll now go to the line for her 8th and 9th free throw of this afternoon.
Taylor Theory, team high 15 points, team high 6 rebounds too for Ohio State here. She has gotten a lot of her points from the free throw line.
Taylor Theory, like you said, she's leading with 15 points. Have to monitor her. She has 3 personal fouls along with Rebecca Miko Shakova. But again, just talk about just the way she's able to attack down low. She had a great freshman season now in her sophomore year, making an impact from the defensive end as well on the offensive end. As she's unable on the free throw attempts, but Ohio State's going to keep it right here as it was Madison Layden going for the rebound. She's going to have her foot on the line, and a much-needed sigh of relief from this Ohio State crowd, knowing that they needed that possession back. Inbounded, Mikla Shkova to Mike Sell. Mike Sell pulls the trigger, and it's good! Taylor Mikesell, one of the best in the country from beyond the arc. 7-0 run from Ohio State. They only lead by 4 here, where the lead was as big as 17.
A lot of players in the country would have an earful from their coach if they decided to pull the trigger on that look. Mikesell, not one of them. She buries more than she misses from there. And a massive play for Ohio State as this crowd is alive for the first time in a little while.
And if you're watching, Taylor Theory can't believe it. Taylor Theory is going to pick up the foul as it was back and forth between her and working down low is Kaylin Harper. Kevin McGuff could not believe that the foul did not go the other way.
You could see it in the top left corner of your screen. He had his arms extended and was waving to try to get the attention of this referee here on the near side.
Energy is electric in Columbus. Purdue now 5 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to have to put up a shot. 1 second. They cannot. Turnover, shot clock violation. This the loudest I've heard Value City Arena all day. Ohio State trails by 4 points. Plenty of time for the Buckeyes to battle back in this one. Meanwhile, Purdue trying to halt and keep away the #2 team in the nation. Offensive foul call on Cody McMahon on the screen. And Kevin McGuff clearly in disbelief. He can't believe it. And Taylor Theory is now going to come out of this game. She has 4 personal fouls. Evan Bristow checks in for her.
So was Mikla Shkova. She was getting a little bit of a talking to over there by Michael McConnell, the official, about her reaction to that foul too.
You can hear the boos raining down in Columbus now. The fans are letting the officials know how they feel.
Yeah, no secret about what they think.
As Terry's trying to get around and quickly break this press breaker. Again, Purdue trying to settle in here. 3 turnovers for the Boilermakers in the last 2 minutes. They're trying to find a bucket. Offensive foul call going against Purdue. Madison Layden looks like she drew contact against Ricky Harris on that one. So Ohio State, who's riding a 7-0 run, has now forced 4 turnovers out of Purdue in the last 2 minutes. Ohio State riding the momentum down 4 points.
One of the perks of being courtside here, Cole, is you get to see the reaction of the players on the floor. Everybody immediately heard the whistle, turned with their eyes wide until they heard the call, and then each had their respective reaction.
Ricky Harris all the way down low, finds Mikla Shkova, can't get it. Mikla Shkova stays with it, fighting for Rebecca Mikla Shkova. Rebecca Mikla Shkova helping to expand this Ohio State run to 9 points now. And Purdue needs to break the trap. From deep, Harden, what a response! Cassidy Harden with an answer for this Ohio State run, a big one from beyond the arc.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Has a chance to tie or take the lead with this possession. Working down low, Mikla Shkova, Taylor Theory. Oh, showtime Buckeyes. Ohio State ties this one up.
Wide open look there for Theory, left her open and made them pay.
Beyond the arc, can answer. Madison Layden, her three-pointer no good. Theory coming the other way. Draws the contact, but that's going to be a charging call against Taylor Theory, and now the Ohio State is in trouble. Taylor Theory has picked up her 5th foul of the contest, and she is going to have to take a seat and to the bench here. And they're looking at it again, discussing. Going in, Taylor Theory definitely drew contact with Harden that time, but she's going to have to go to the bench. And she's going to be over for the night as Evan Bristow is going to check into the game. Caleb, what did you really see on that transition play?
Got up holding her ankle and then proceeded to limp away. Now she's still in the game right now, but take a look at that left leg that she was favoring just a moment ago.
Ohio State's riding a 14-3 run here in the last couple of minutes, but they're now without their leading scorer, Taylor Theory, the rest of the way. She is fouled out with 18 points. Miklashikova has 4 as well. She has to be careful as she's still in this game. But Terry with the ball. And Purdue trying to get a bucket. Haven't been able to convert the last 3 minutes. They're going to have to put one up just around the free throw logo. It's up and good. Madison Layden, a much needed bucket. She's got 3 tonight, but that 2 points right there couldn't have come at a better time.
Purdue loves how quiet they're able to make this crowd the second they get on a roll.
Miklashikova from beyond the arc, no good, rebounded by Layden. And Purdue retakes the lead with 2, and now they're trying to extend it a little more here.
You got a chance for a 2-for-1 if you play it right.
Just a little bit over 3 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. And Purdue working around, trying to find down low. It was defended by Miklashikova, and they're going to say Ohio State ball for the second, but it's going to be overturned to Purdue. We were a little confused as well. We saw Miklashikova, looks like she clearly deflected it, but they did, looks like they turned it around. It will stay right here with the Boilermakers. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Purdue checks it in, the ball is loose. Batted around, 3 seconds, beyond the arc, Layden, good! Madison Layden, 5 of her last 8 have come here within the last couple minutes in the 4th quarter. Much needed for this Boilermaker squad. Taylor Mikesell can't get it to convert. And now Purdue, 5-point lead here. They're trying to slow it down and trying to upset for the first time a top 5 opponent on the road. Into the hands, Janae Terry. She has 8 points and 6 rebounds to go with 8-6, a great night for her. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Abbey Ellis with the ball, driving in, puts it up. Beautiful floater for Abbey Ellis. As Ellis has 20 points tonight, she leads all scorers, and Ohio State needs a quick timeout. And here we go, Ricky Harris with the ball. 2 minutes to go here in Columbus. As Ricky Harris looking to drive in. Heaven Bristow now with the ball, trying to create contact, finds an open Ricky Harris down low, that's up and good. Lead cut to 5. Ricky Harris deflects the ball, it stays here for Purdue.
Ricky Harris, not her biggest offensive night, but she has certainly made her presence felt still. She's got now 8 points on 3 of 8 shooting and 2 of 6 from deep, but she's coming in clutch as of late.
Inbound to Ellis, back to Harden. Purdue has to get it quickly across half court. They only have a second to do it, but they are going to call a timeout there. And they're looking at, you can see on the shot clock, it is at 20, so that is technically 10 seconds, and they are going to call it now. That is a 10-second violation. Ohio State working around the perimeter. Taylor Mikesell working baseline. Try to find Miklashikova, can't get it. Ball batted around in the backcourt, and Purdue's coming away with it as they cross half court now. Ohio State trying to put the pressure on, and it's going to be Taylor Mikesell who's going to get registered for the foul call on that one. It's her 3rd personal. As Ohio State's trying everything they can. They know they don't need a foul yet, but they've been too aggressive trying to force them into a trap situation. But now Purdue's going to go to the line as they're going to be in the bonus right in these last couple minutes here.
6 fouls for Ohio State puts Purdue in a less than optimal situation for the Buckeyes.
And Madison Layden converts on the first free throw. She's got 9 tonight, along with 7 rebounds. She's been great down low.
And now something else we talked about. We looked at how close this game was and said there's almost 5 minutes left. Now there's significantly less time, I'll say, now at a minute 19 with still a tight game. Now the clock is off and is no longer a factor in terms of it affecting Purdue.
7 points differential. Cody McMahon takes it in. She's going to go to the line now for a pair of 2 as well. Madison Layden on the other end, she knocked down both free throws, so she's got 10 points tonight.
I'm not the biggest fan of that call. I'll go on record as saying McMahon went in, Harper was straight up, and it looked like McMahon just tried to drag a ball through her body, which is not how Matter works, and just couldn't get it over there. Harper's even asking the official, what can I do better on that?
Cody McMahon is good on the first free throw. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists tonight for the freshman. And she can't convert on the second. So it will remain a 6-point lead here for Purdue. In the half court, trying to get the trap here, can't get it. And now it's going to be into the hands of Abbey Ellis, and she's content keeping the ball near that logo and letting the clock drain.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
7 seconds, Ohio State not fouling. Ellis, three-pointer,
wow.
And that could be the dagger. Abbey Ellis, 23 points tonight, and that might be the biggest three of the night for her. And she has a career-high 39 a couple years ago against San Diego State. But for the Buckeyes now trying to battle back, they're gonna have to move it quickly. Mikola Shakova can't connect. Rebounded by Bristow, kept alive.
And now that's going to be the most important part of this, is getting your rebounds.
Mikola Shakova is able to convert, cuts the lead to 7.
But for Ohio State, too, to drop a 7-point game, assuming the score stands, to still a really good 14-6 Purdue team is not the end of the world.
And in the inbounds play, it's going to be foul, and it's going to be Abbey Ellis going to the line. It was Caitlin Costner who picked up the foul, who checked in for the first time, and she's trying to help out defensively, and now it looks like she will come out as well for Rebecca Mikola Shakova.
Of course, Ohio State now threatening to go on to a 3-game losing streak, which you never want to be at. But again, you've still got time left. You got a few good games left on your schedule here. Next going to Wisconsin. You've got time to right the ship.
And Ellis can't convert the first free throw. She's one of the people you do not want to see at the line. She's 15th in the nation and first in the Big Ten in free throw percentage. She knocks down the second, makes this one an 8-point game. Ohio State now working with just the game clock. And in the hands of Taylor Mikesell to Ricky Harris. No good, rebounded by Bristow, back up and in.
Again, there's that rebounding coming in handy, and Purdue will use their final timeout.
Played into Ellis, right in the corner, and immediately fouled by Cody McMahon. So Abbey Ellis, once again, going to the free throw line. She's got 24 points tonight, and again, one of the best free throw shooters in the country, the best in the Big Ten this season.
You talked about the Big Ten Conference being a gauntlet. There's a silver lining to that, being if you come out on top of that conference, you got to know you played some of the best teams in the league right now.
Abbey Ellis converts on the first. And you said it, some of the best teams. Recently, Purdue upset one of the best ones, which was number 24, Illinois. And now with that free throw, an 8-point lead on the way to upsetting number 2, Ohio State. Time ticking away, Mikesell heaves it up. No good, rebounded by Bristow. And Harris's attempt from beyond the arc's no good as well. Last shot, and that one's gonna do it here in Columbus. Purdue are riding hot. The Boilermakers upset number 2 Ohio State. Their first win against a top 5 opponent on the road in program history. And you can tell this coaching staff and these girls super proud of the way they performed tonight.
And they should be, particularly with the performance of Abbey Ellis. Tough challenge coming in, 4-hour bus ride to a very hostile environment here at Value City Arena. She got the job done there. 26 points led her team in that regard.